always say, I mean, it's not just me. You're going to make new mistakes on every game. Right? I mean, you try not to make the ones you made last time. But nobody asked me about the camera and Disney Epic Mickey. Okay.
So tell us about the camera and Epic Mickey.
Yeah, you want to make new mistakes with every game, and that's the thing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's people are so afraid of failure. I mean, even people on my team, I constantly have to remind everybody, what's the cost of failure when you're a game developer? Okay, now I don't want to be too flip about this because there are people with mortgages and families and jobs are on the line. But at the end of the day, we're not curing cancer here. We're providing entertainment and maybe some enlightenment for people, but. So you fail. Oh my gosh, I lost a multi-billion-dollar company some money. Whatever. I mean,
I might be the one that says it's okay, Disney.
Well, but I mean, look, when I was an independent, I was the thing that when I left Ion Storm and IDOS to do Junction Point as an independent startup, it was pretty funny. I left with I had a very specific thing I wanted to do, and it was going to change the world, and it was going to be amazing. And about 3 weeks after I started Junction Point, I realized, I had already fallen into how do I make the mortgage next month? How do I make the rent? How do I make payroll? Oh my God, I've just got to survive. I got to survive. But even there, the cost of failure was, okay, I'll go get a job. I'll open a bookstore or something.
A proper job.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody in this room, if you're here, you've probably read at least one interview with me, which means you've heard me say, fail gloriously, right? I mean, your entire life. I mean, I'm probably the oldest person still making games, right? And at the end of the day, I'm working on. I promised myself I was going to count so I could give an actual answer. It's either 22 or 23 games that I've worked on now. So in 30 years, I've made 22. Let's call it 23 things. Give myself the benefit of the doubt. An entire life summed up in 20-something things. Let's call it 30 things by the time I shuffle off this mortal coil. Damn, they better all have a chance of being great. I would rather fail at something that's really cool. It's not like I'm building widgets every day. My life is my work, and I've got 30 chances to get it right.
That's not a big number.
No, it's not. It's not. But when you take, I don't make 6-month games. I don't make 3-month games. I mean, my games take. The other thing I told Disney, and I've told every publisher I've ever worked with, the last 6-7 games I made took between 32 and 36 months to make. If I tell you I'm going to make a game in 24 months, I'm probably lying. Just look at history, right? So, my games take a long time to make. I like it that way. I like making games the way I make them, and you don't get to make money in your life. So at least do something that has a chance of really scaring you to death.
I want to come back to the fact that it has been a long time, like 30 years in the industry, and how things have changed. But I also want to touch on the beginning and the end of projects, and how, like, the idea that you're bored easily. Is it because the middle is basically that there are people just solving problems day in, day out?
It's not so much that I had never thought about it that way. I'll think about that and have a good answer for you in about a week. But no, really, for me, it's just that there's this period where you're just trying to figure out what the heck you're doing. I mean, it's this pure, magical, like completely open-ended, what are we going to do sort of thing. And then in the concept phase. And then in pre-production, you're kind of taking everybody at the office calls me the kitchen sink designer because I start out like, let's just throw everything in there, Like, just take a bunch of clay, throw it all together, and then gradually in pre-production, you start carving it away. It's like building a sculpture, right? If I say Ray one more time, somebody come up on stage and kick me. Okay, it's my verbal tick for the night.
Nobody come on stage and kick him.
Yeah, no. Actually, good point. Thank you. But you just sort of carve away all the things that don't look like the game you want to make. And at the end of pre-production, in a weird sort of way, I kind of feel like I've already made the game, and everything from there is downhill. It's all disappointment, and we can't do that, and and fiddly little details and zeros and ones and pixels and and I'm sorry guys, production is boring, and so what I've always done is